Hi, Veena.
Hello.
Could you tell us about your journey as a speech therapist?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the question, and thanks for coming and asking me such questions. And you told me that this is going to help lots of families.
Exactly.
So thank you. And journey as a speech therapist. Of course, this journey, when I say as a speech therapist, I don't want to say as a speech therapist. I would love to say that if I was able to make a little bit of change in their lives. So maybe a tiny change maker to support the children and their parents.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. So started 1998, started working as a preschool teacher and a parent counselor.
98, you must be out of the college?
Just graduated from college as a parent guide in National Institute of Speech and Hearing, Trivandrum.
Okay.
So it is very famous now. Nish started at the year 1998. So proud to say one of the first employee of Nish.
That's lovely.
Then 2005 we came to UAE, started working with Future Rehabilitation Center as a special educator. Worked with them, and which was an immense experience, I should say, because in Nish we were getting only hearing impaired children.
Okay.
Came to UAE, I saw a lot of challenging cases. And at that time, autism was not that common like us, 1998, 99, 2000 and all. After that, after 2005 only, this name autism, ADHD and all become so familiar.
Popular.
And even now, even small kids, they say, okay, he's autistic.
It's a kind of labeling now.
Yes. So, yeah, from Future Center, then I took a break in between to homeschool my children. Did unschooling.
Okay.
And then I was at home supporting my kids. At the same time, I was actively in the community to support the parents and children who were in need. Then from 2021, started with British Orchard Nursery, a very famous early years education group. Started working with them as their head of inclusion till this February.
Lovely. So you had the only Indian students or mix of students?
No, mix of Indian students when I was working with Nish in Kerala. Only for mostly Keralites and children from Chennai and all, because that type of center was very new in our place, especially in South India. We had BA SLP and MA SLP courses from Mysore, Aish, then Ramachandra Institute and all. Very rare it was, but now good to say that almost every medical colleges, they have speech therapy courses, occupational therapy courses and all. So from there, coming here, everything is there. All type of challenges and all nationalities. From UAE, yes, I got all the children around the world.
Lovely. Thank you.
Veena, what message you like to give to parents who are overwhelmed?
Okay, again, let us go to the young parents, young father and mother. Some of them, when they come to know that, oh, my child is diagnosed with something, or even my child is 2 years old, he is not, comparison is there, he is not talking with my sister's son or something like that. And then they come, at that point of time, they seek help. What's wrong with my child? Then when we say, okay, the child is having either a speech delay or autism or something, after our assessment, when we give this diagnosis, we see a lot of young mothers crying out, and then, oh, I have given long time, screen time for my child, I was busy with my career, I didn't get a chance to take care of my baby. These type of worries and concerns are there, but at least you found out at this time, okay, your child is diagnosed with this, or your child is having a speech delay, it happened. So now take an action immediately, support. Early intervention must. Take the support of a speech therapist, enroll the child into a nursery school. We always suggest, working parents are there, instead of keeping the baby in the house with a housemaid, instead of putting baby at home, enroll the child into a licensed nursery where we make sure that the child is getting enough support and no screen time there. so that the child will have a proper interaction with the same age group, and at the same time a responsible learned person is there to support. So instead of crying and worrying, give an action. Again, give some valuable time after that, because after school, come back, keep away your other works, and then give valuable time. Sit with your child, play with your child. Those are very important. Take the child out, play with your child. Even you don't have an outdoor facility, in the home also, instead of sitting with your mobile phone or sitting in front of the laptop or TV, talk to the child, play with the child. A simple car or even a paper board is more than enough to communicate to your child. So the main thing is give your time to your child.
Absolutely agree. That's the need of the hour for such
Yes.
parents.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are some early signs the parents should look for when there is speech and or the language delay?
You mean communication delay?
Exactly.
Yeah. So see, a mother of young child, we need to start from there. So we have young parents currently, and most of them this generation. So we need to start from the early stage. So 3 months, 6 months, 6 months, let them notice whether the child is giving a proper eye contact, like smiling, looking at mommy and smiling, turning towards the sounds when she or he hears, and babbling, trying to give a smile and cooing, babbling and all. If that is not, if mommy or daddy is not receiving these simple smile, social smile and simple sounds from their child, it's little alarming, but you can wait again. We can say
Yeah,
that
that's
please
what
wait
I
little
want
more.
to
Yeah.
ensure that with that sign alone they can need not be paranoid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Then 8th month, yes, of course, again, if child is not ready to give any sounds of communication, sounds, just cooing, sound, babbling and all, then they can try.
Mhm.
We can explain that is again, that comes under another question, how do you support?
Okay. Yeah.
But again, then 8th month, then at the age of 1 year, if child is not saying mama, papa, or some small words, at the age of 2, we expect some words from the child, 2 words, milk, mummy, milk, bye bye, daddy. So these small words. 3 years, of course, the child should speak nicely, like a small, simple statement, stories, rhymes, and all. If that is not there, it is very much alarming. But we do suggest at the early stage itself, if mommy and daddy can watch out if my child is giving me a proper communication. We are not expecting communication means mommy give me milk at the age of 1. No.
Okay.
Call mommy, call daddy, cry for their needs, say some words. If that is not there, immediately seek help.
So you mean to say early intervention helps?
Yes, of course.
How can communities become more inclusive and understanding?
Okay, so when we say give an awareness to the community, so if you ask me as an educator in the field of special education, I would say that this should start from family. And of course, I always tell the teachers, the parents, that train your children. When I say children, not special needs children, every other child.
Neurotypical.
Yes. Every other students when they go to school and all, because the strength of special needs children, the determined children is more nowadays. Every family we can see a child with at least a speech delay, developmental delay, something is there. So what we need to give that education or awareness to the young generation to know that yes, the strength is getting more, so it is my duty to support these children to I don't say embrace, understand, support them, bring them. We see in a playground, when we go out, we see in a playground like among 10 children going up to the slide and coming down, 1 or 2 are not able to do this.
Will be shy.
Yes. And sometimes we are lucky to see maybe one girl is going and pulling the other one, which is really cute
appreciate
to see.
The parents.
Yes, yeah, we can appreciate the parents that, okay, encouraging your child to embrace everyone. No caste, no color, no creed, nothing.
Lovely.
Okay, you're just pulling the hand, come, let's do. So this thought of this education we need to provide even at schools. Teachers should say that if your friend is not able to complete the notebook, help him, give him a pencil or just read it for him again. So there, this child is helping a child with a learning disability or a writing delay or some fine motor delay. At the same time, if another child, if he wants to say an answer, but he gets, freeze at times,
Exactly.
maybe stammering case. So the next friend who can encourage, or even the teacher can wait for a second,
And
understanding the child's challenge. Yes, I know this child knows the answer, but I need to give him a few seconds.
the processing time, they
So
say 5
the
minutes.
community, all
yeah.
around the community should be aware of these things. And in another example is in malls, we do see so many kids are rolling down and making a noise, and others will be looking at the parents like, oh, what are they doing? Why your son is doing in this way? And the parents feels bad, and immediately they, okay, he was crying for a car or a lollipop, I'll give you immediately. At the same time, if a person can go and attend the child, okay, it's okay, no problem, you listen to your mommy, later you will get it. So more than adults, children can support in this way. At the same time, I had a bad experience. One of my parent who came and she was crying one day. She said she was in IKEA, and the child was moving around, and boy and girl, and the girl was an autistic, and she was moving around. She said, okay, take care of your sister. In a fraction of second, she missed the child, and they were looking around for the child, went around, and at the end they saw her in some area, and then she got little worried and she showed her anger to the child. Where did you go? She just, because she was relieved seeing the baby there, another parent saw this, why did you yell at your child? I'm going to call the police right away. Which is not good. She should understand, okay, this is a parent, I'm also a parent. It's a parent's right to correct the baby.
That's true.
So treat everyone, irrespective of the challenges, treat everyone same. Okay, at home, I can give, if my son is not following me or not obeying me, for sure, I will tell the parent, okay, give him one nicely. Which is not right, but at the same time, if that is the need, you have to do it. Do that the same thing, but in a very polished way. After that, you can give him, you can explain it, you can give a hug and say, this is what Amma was so worried. This is why I reacted in this way. So children will be able to understand. So this awareness should be there in the public, irrespective of age, irrespective of nationality. You should be able to understand that that is a parent, this is a child, this is the way how they are bringing up, and this is how I can support this child to come up, to face the challenges.
Beautiful answer, Ms. Veena. That's wonderful. Okay, I have some interesting questions. There are some myths about speech therapy. So I have few in front of me. I will read out some. You let me know whether it is true or false. Yeah. So a 3-year-old who does not play with others may need social support.
Of course. Yes, the child needs, because the child is 3 years, as we mentioned before in our previous question, like, speech and language milestone. So when we look into that milestone development for speech and language, a 3-year-old child, of course, he should mingle around with his friends, with the family, and speak, give a social smile. If that is not there, yes, it's an alarming thing. It's a warning sign.
But I've seen parents who give tabs or phone to their children when they are 1 year or 2-year-old. Do you think it's okay?
No, it is not at all okay.
So what is the correct age that they can have the screen time?
If you ask me the correct age to give a screen time, it is 4 plus. Okay. Or even 5 plus. Medically, we say it is 5 plus. Till then, don't give. But now the world is different. We cannot say no. So what we do, what we say to the educators and parents at present is, up to 1 year, no. Zero screen time. Okay. No screen, zero screen time. No need. The baby can listen to the songs, music and all as a background noise is fine. But up to 1 year, zero screen time. 1 to 2 year, we have a very famous doctor in Abu Dhabi, Seha, Dr. Binu, who is an expert in pediatric neurology. We had a training from Dr. Binu recently, and according to him, after his research, he said 1 to 2 years, not allowed in the nurseries and school, but at home, if parents want to give something, maximum of 20 to 30 minutes in a day.
So they can be allowed.
Yes.
So now these days, both parents are working, right? In that way, they want some time for them. So they are got used to giving the phone or the tab to them, screen time.
Yeah.
So it is allowed, but not for a longer time. You
Not
mean to
for a
say.
longer time, and it is allowed if we can sit with the child.
Okay.
Please do not give this mobile or the tab in front of the child and leave.
So that's
Which
where
is
your
not-
social support, it starts from
Yes,
family.
yeah.
So they have to talk to the
Yes.
child. The
Whatever-
more they talk, they can overcome this
Yes,
slightly.
yeah. Whatever they are letting the child to see, if they are able to explain it to the child, then it is allowed, because it's a communication development happening over there.
Okay. Next is, girls typically develop language skills earlier than boys. Is that true?
No, that is totally a myth. It came from the grandparents.
Okay.
They do say that, oh, my son, he started speaking at the age of 5, so it's okay, let us wait. Like that, they say. That is one thing. And they say boys are like that, they are quite silent. Girls
Girls
are
are
very
for talkative, they say,
will.
right?
But it is not like that.
Mhm.
Again, current world, it's very fast moving world, and kids are getting equal opportunity to do everything.
Okay.
So they should speak at the right age,
Same.
according to the milestone criteria.
Okay. Next, at 1 year old, a child can typically follow simple one-step commands such as "give me the toy." Is it
At
a
1
myth or
year
not?
old, yes. If you say give me toy, child will be able to look at and show his hand.
Okay.
He is able to understand. He may not say something like this long 3 to 4 word sentence, but he is able to understand.
So at that age, you want the child to have the eye contact and then to respond.
Yeah.
Both should be there.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Some delays are temporary and can be due to environmental factors.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is
Okay.
true. For example, you just said giving a tab
Yeah.
for a baby. We do see in restaurants, parents are sitting having their food, and in front of the baby there is a tab with a cocomelon or some cartoon, and the
Right.
child is not knowing what's happening around her, and mommy is putting something into her mouth and she's not even able to taste the food which she is getting. Child's brain is completely glued to the screen and this noise. So that child may not speak, may not say, I don't want, my stomach is full. She will just swallow whatever the parent is stuffing to the mouth. So that's an environmental factor which has made by the parents.
Recently, last month, I traveled in the train. So that time I saw a couple with a child who was about 5 years old. So that child was looking at the tab all the time. And while getting down, the mother just asked me, just before getting down, she asked, who am I? Then I said, I'm a special educator. She thus immediately she asked, is it okay to give the tab? I said, I've been watching you for 1 hour. This is not the right way. I saw you sitting with the phone and your husband. So you could have started some game or some word game is there, something. The child is 5 years. Some way they could have engaged the child. So when you don't do that, then they take the child to the doctor and they will label the child. Because for this, there is no blood test or any other test.
Yes. So, and behavioral challenges. Of course, if the child gets almost 1 hour to play, and immediately when the train stops, mommy say, okay, now it's time to take it, and she is just grabbing it. Even
exactly,
we don't get time to say, okay, now it's time to go, give
that's
me.
a very good point.
That we are not saying immediately, come. Mommy is grabbing it, putting in, and the child starts to scream or roll around. So this is how, then mommy say, why my child is rolling down? She is giving me a hard time in front of others, in
You
the
can
public.
explain to the child why you're taking it. Okay.
And
That's-
if you can give a screen to a 5-year-old child, like, okay, 20 minutes you play, we are in the train, now do you want to play with it? Okay, 10 minutes you play, then you give it back to me. If that is there in advance, this won't happen.
Very true, very true. Next one, at 2.5 years old child can typically ask questions and use 3-word sentence.
Yeah, we can. If the child is having a proper development, we can expect a 3-word sentence from 2.5 years onwards.
So any other myth is there? Like if the child has speech delay or something, the child can outgrow that?
One common thing which we said is like boys speak late and girls speak early, which is totally a myth. And then the age of parents is a fact. Okay, so that is what we always encourage parents. Now the situation again,
It's
it is
yeah,
changed, late marriages and
That's
after
true.
marriage, focusing into the career. According to our Asian physical development, it is advisable to have healthy baby when you have a healthy body. And for ladies, it's from 21 years to 25, 26, 27
Nowadays
maximum.
they don't agree to
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And for the boys also, from 26 to 30, it's a healthy age. So now the age is gone, so that affects the development of their
But then
children.
when they say when they are ready, let them get married. When they are ready, let them give birth to the child.
Yeah.
But I would say when they are ready, they can have the baby, right? When they are ready to take care of the child. They need to spend time.
They need
They
to
need
spend
to invest
quality
a lot.
time. Yes.
Not only the money, the time also is very
Yes,
important.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Veena. Lot of insights we got from your speech.
Thank you so much.
And what is one piece of advice you would like to give
To the parents of
to the
children
parents?
with determination.
Yes.
Accept. First, we need to accept it. Once we come to know that, yes, my child need a support, he has this diagnosis, accept it immediately. Without an acceptance, you won't be able to support your child. So accept the fact and act immediately. Wherever, whatever challenges, the road is not easy to bring your child to face the world. That road is not easy, of course. But be bold, be courageous, make sure that you will be able to support your child, and you will get a lot of, because we have a lot of support system now, wherever it is, whether it is in UAE or in India, any part of the world, there are a lot of good people, good organizations to support the children. So just take a bold step that, yes, I am going to day one, I know my child need a support, so I am going to be there. You can be a busy mother, a career focused lady, but at the same time, you will have so many alternatives to support your child to develop his, whether it is speech and language or physical development, whatever it is, you will be able to, but you should have that proper, bold, courageous action immediately.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.